Hello, welcome back to another live stream. My name is Gonçalo. If you're new here to the channel and to the live streams, welcome. Today we are animating something that it's coming by and it's Halloween. So you're probably already made your Halloween animations and everything, but let's do one here so that you can follow along. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, give send some messages, and I hope you enjoy this animation. So let's start. And actually, it's not this screen. I have to change the screen. Okay. So this is what we'll do. This is the Halloween animation. As you can see here, my animation is it's not an animation for now. So I just picked up an image from, again, Freepik, and you can see here I have these objects, and I'll be recreating them, all of them, here inside After Effects. So let's start by doing, maybe we can start by working on the pumpkin. So as usual, I'll just lock this layer so that I cannot use it. And what I want to do here, and for my animation, for the web and the spiders, I want them to crawl down. And for the pumpkin, I want to make like a scary laugh, so I have to animate the mouth. So I'm thinking of maybe the teeth will be separate from the animation of the mouth, so that I can animate that, even maybe blink the eyes or give some light if from behind here. And for the bats also, maybe we want to draw them, but we have to think of the animation of the wings. So if we want to do that, maybe we can use this as three objects, separating the wings from the body background. That way we can rotate them with the anchor point over here and they'll be animated. Same for the little legs of the spiders here, so that they can crawl, like once they're falling down, they can move a little bit. And for the grass, we want to make a kind of windy grass, so we want to move this grass around, maybe rotate them just to put the points over there. One thing, maybe I can start by creating the grass. It won't be exactly the same, because what I'll do is I'll use one string of grass, put the anchor point at the bottom, and then animate from there and make a repetition. So using the repeater, and I can start with that. So let's start with that one. So I'll start by drawing just one line like the grass, for example, like here, and I'll put some curve like this. One thing you can do for this case, I'll clear up the fill. I don't want fill, so no fill. And the stroke, I can give a stroke, just a fill stroke. I'm going to put the color as white so that we can just see the color for now. One thing we can do to make the grass is, if you go to the options here of the stroke, on the stroke there's one option that it's taper. And the taper means that you can start with a longer width than ending. And width, as you can see here, start length. Okay, the other side, you have to put, actually, I don't know, why is it start length? Okay. And where is it? Oh, this way. Okay, so it's the end length. As you can see here, I can put it like that, and this way the line, it's tapered down like the grass. Maybe you don't have to put up until 0, but you can, okay, start with and with, maybe not like, we'll put some 20% just to have some stroke there, just like a percentage, a little bit, and thicker in the end. Let's put the, actually we'll put this thicker, so this way it will look better. Okay, so if we have it like this, and now what we can do is just make a repetition. So we're going to use the repeater, and as you can see here, if we use the repeater, we could use a lot of repeating, but on the transformation, what we'll do is maybe the position like this, okay, as you can see here, and we'll use the scale. Actually, if we use the scale, it won't work like this. Maybe we could, if you rotate, you can see that it's rotating like this. So if you change the anchor point, you can rotate. I would want to rotate, actually not like this. Let me just go back, and we would want to rotate, not like this, but we would want to invert some of them. So what you can do is maybe just scale some. This is the repetition is, it's not doing too much of a random. So this is too straight. So we might not use this repetition, this repeater, but we can use another kind of repeater. So yeah, with this repeater we even if we go back, okay, so this repeater won't work for what I'm trying to do, so I have to repeat with other tool. What I can use, I could use, for example, simulation. I could use the particle playground, particle systems. Well, let's look at generate. What else we have here to generate a lot of those. Let me just check one thing. I moved the image here, and actually I want to change the streaming so that we can look at this. Okay, like this. So what else can we use to make a repetition? Repeat. What can we use? I don't think we have repeat. I don't know. This effect, it's not what I expand. No, this is not. Actually, yeah. Okay. Expand left. Blend borders. No. Yeah. Well, the actually repeating it the same. If I use then the repeater inside. Maybe wiggle transform first. Let me see. No, this is going to wiggle in the animation. It's not what I want. Wiggle transform. No, well, I didn't put any wiggle. Offset paths, merge paths, repeater. Maybe we can do something like this. Okay. Let's use another path here inside this shape. I'll put a second path, and this second path I'll put it like this. Okay, so like this one to the other side, like this, down. So I'll make a couple of paths here. I'll grab this one and paste another one. Third. So this one will be around here. Maybe this point over here will grow. Actually, we'll grow to that side. Make a curve like this. That one will pulling back. So if we put a couple of these here and just transform them a little bit, each one. Okay, now you have a repetition there, and if we also use the repeater now, so you have two effects of repeating. Okay, so now you're getting something like this. Okay, even the scale, we can just use the scale a little bit. Okay, it's getting there. So yeah, well, the scale is too much. And we'll repeat using the effect for this side and the effect for that side. I don't want to repeat anything. And checker flip age. Okay. So it's repeating more. And let's put random. No, random doesn't work. Checker rosette. No. Yeah. Oh, twist. Slide. Yeah, maybe the checker flip age is the best one. Okay, it's repeating like that. Okay, so on the repeater, on the transformation, we'll just create more. Actually, the scale we have to put at 100 so that it won't change. Okay, more repetitions. It's two of the same, so we'll have to work with that. Not the anchor point. I want the position. Okay, a little further. Okay, and we might want to make the repetition here. So it's how many is it repeating? Okay, it's not repeating, just repeating left. Okay, expand right checker just to one side is repeating to the other. Expand up. Yeah, this is for up. I don't want up. And I might have to use some of these paths again. So I'll just select the 4, copy, paste, and bring them. Oh, actually, the repeater will bring it down. In these 4, I'll just drag them. Okay, I might have to expand all of them and select it like this. And this 4, I'll put it like this and put it behind the stroke. Okay, so now we have 4 more. And you can see I'm repeating a lot of them. Maybe another 4 of these. You have to put in order the stroke has to go after those 4 ones. You pay billions for that. And okay, some more here and down. Well, again, just 4 more, just to complete the repetition over there. All right, Okay, right about here. As long as you have all of that filled. And why is it not doing the repetition over there on that side? Maybe it's the flip page. Repeat. Okay, why is it taking too long to repeat over there? Okay, okay, it starts repeating from that side, but it ends on that side. So I'll just drag to the beginning. This way it will repeat over to that side. Yeah, maybe it's not repeating as I would want. That's fine. Let me check this repeating. Fine. I'll just repeat it like this. And on the repeater here, just repeat more. Okay. That's pretty much it. If we put them all black down, just go to the stroke. After all this path, stroke, use black. Okay, let's see if it fits everything. So we'll use that orange for the background. We'll use a new solid. Where's the solid? Here. Use this orange and put it behind. Okay, so we still need more repetition. Maybe we can just copy this layer now. Yeah, this will work. Okay, and maybe we can transform it to the other side. Transform, flip horizontal. So this way, the repetition is on the other side. And maybe we could even work with that so that we don't have that pattern so like this. So maybe we could scale this a little bit. And let's transform the repetition here, the repeater, and we'll go the transform. Yeah, we'll make it bigger so that way, or smaller, that way the repetition is not the same. We just have to put some more, maybe drag a little bit down so that it covers up all of those black parts. Even if it doesn't cover up, what you could do, over there is just create a black shape. Okay, inside this shape, no, but one just black shape over here, like this, no stroke. Okay, and fill black. Okay, it's behind that. That way it's filled over there. And we have our grass, and that we could wiggle the grass. And if we want to wiggle the grass, let's transform this, not the rectangle. Let's say we want to wiggle that. You see how many paths we have here. We are going to wiggle this really smooth. Not too much of a wiggle, or else this is going to be really heavy. So we'll wiggle paths. Okay, this might be too much. Size of the wiggle, not too much, just a little bit. As you can see, we just put the wiggle and they're all moving because of the repetition. There's two wiggles per second. We could put it more and this will increase, but it's too much. Around 3, that's fine. Okay, it's just loading all of that. Yeah, maybe it's repeating too much. 2 was good. Temporal phase, we can rotate a little bit, make some changes here, make some random seed. If you put the wiggles after the repeating, let's see if it works individual, it's much heavier, as you can see here. And actually not doing what I wanted. Yeah, well, kind of works better, actually. It's heavier, but we'll work with that. So I'll just copy the wiggle and put the wiggle over here on this one also. It's already complaining about memory because this is going to be heavy. So what we'll do, we'll change the wiggle before the repeater. That way it'll be smoother and easier, as you can see here. Okay. Yeah, this will work. Just to wiggle a little bit. I don't think all of them are wiggling. Yeah, they're wiggling. Yeah, it's fine. It's just kind of a wind thing. You already see the low memory warning. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff. So what we'll do for now, as we are just doing this, we'll just turn off some of them just to see how it works. Okay, it's fine like this. We'll go through creating the other parts. So on this one, let's create the pumpkin now. So for the pumpkin, what I need to do, I'll just draw on top of it like this, and I'll draw the outside. Let me see, I can wiggle that, so I'll draw from here. One thing, you can turn off the fill as you're drawing because you don't want to cover that up. Once you're drawing, select that one, keep drawing. Okay, so we have the outside. You can tweak a little bit. And now inside of the same, we can draw the mouth. Okay, we can put this with a curve and break the curve over here. Like this, and break that curve also. Okay. Okay, our mouth is good. All right, so we have our mouth. We can draw those teeth. So we'll put it from here to here, like this, this, and this. Make another one. Okay. I keep selecting the layer so that it will draw a new content over there. Okay, that's it. So now for the nose. And for the eyes. Okay, so you have to like curve the eyes like this, break the curve on this one, just remove that curve over there. Wilson. Hello, Wilson. Break again and put it over there. All right. Okay, so for the other eye, again, break the curve. Okay, so we have our points over here. We have to make this curve also. Okay, we have the eyes. One thing we can do is, because I'm doing separately, is I want to close them. So I could use this, I could animate this curve, or I could use just another drawing to make them blink. If I want to blink, I could change that. So for example, now that we have our shape, we only have our contents. We don't have any fill or stroke on them. If I want to create this with all these objects and interact them, the design, we have our shape 1. We can give names to these. So the shape 8 will be, this one is the, I believe by the order that we created, this is the right eye. So I'll rename the shape. Okay, this is the left eye. Here we did the nose. And these are the teeth. So these 3, I'll just group shapes and call teeth. And this is mouth. And this will be head. Okay, so we have our design like this. One thing we could do now is fill everything. So let's say we have our head, and if we use a fill, you can see that the head is going to be filled. Let me just turn off everything so that you can see properly. So if I have the head like this, now it's filled. So if I want to open the mouth, you can see that if you have these little lines over here, that it's the direction of creation, but it won't work like this because you have the fill inside the head. So if you want to work with that, so that the mouth will remove, it's like a removing from the head, you have to put the fill outside. Actually, we'll just delete those 2, as you can see here. And now I'll add a fill. And as you can see here, if I put both of them with the same direction, it's all filling up. And now if I put off, as you can see, it's all removing. But we have some issue here with the teeth because this is not doing as the same direction. So what I need to do is on the teeth, put the same direction as the head. Like this, all 3 shapes, and now it's done. Okay, one thing, so now if we animate, for example, the path of the mouth, you can see if we make like changes to the mouth, let me just click over here outside. If I make changes, not like this. If I make it laugh or something like that, you see that the teeth won't move, but the mouth can close. Even if I put it like this, you can see that it's going to be all closed, because this is like what I want to make a laughter, like this. Okay, well, actually the teeth should be moving with the mouth, but that's fine. We'll move them also. So as you can see, you can rearrange this direction. This is what this is for, the reverse path direction on, because that way you can invert which direction which of the paths are removing and which ones are filling up. I see that I have some bump in the head here, maybe because of these curves. Okay, let me just put it like this. Okay, so what we'll do now, we have our head. We'll work with the fill that it's black, and let's just rearrange this path of the head, because I see it that it's too, it needs some work over here, just to make it straight a little better, even if it's different from the background. Yeah, it's a little different. Okay, that's fine. We'll just make the pumpkins a little straighter than it was before. Okay, so now, oh, I forgot to draw thing on top. So inside of this shape layer, I'll just draw that part also. Okay, like this. We have to break this curve over here just to make it like that. And this curve is a little intense. Okay. So as you can see, even if we draw a new one, thing on top, I don't know what it's called, but so thing on top, it's fine. So even if we draw a new one, because we put the direction usually is on this side, because we inverted the head first, so it's all going to create things on top. If you turn this off, you can see over there. So on this case, I'll just turn the direction in the same as the head, so that way it will feel, it won't make the intersection over there. Okay, so now we could animate this. If we see our objects, one thing that we are not seeing, let me just turn all of this on. As you can see, the mouth is over there. Let me check the image. On the image, you can see there's no grass inside of that. So, and even, yeah, the shapes we'll see, but you don't have any grass over there, because imagine that the head could have some, it's hollow inside. So what we'll do, we'll create that part. We just need to go to our shape layer and create a backdrop, and that's going to be something like, even for the eyes, I could use something like this. And as you can see, it removes because of the order of that thing. I'll just bring this down to the head and make it like this, but I'll use a fill inside. So what happened? So as you can see, even if I put the fill, I need to turn it on. And now if I turn it on, it's filling inside there, okay? And the direction of the shapes, it's not working because the fill outside, it's not filling everything outside. So if I put this shape on here on top, you can see it's not working. You have to work with the direction and maybe this way it won't work because this fill is overlapping everything. So if I put the fill outside, I'll put the fill here, the number 2, and I'll put here. So now I have this fill 2 and fill 1. What I need to do is put the shape, I put the fill 1, and what is happening? So I have to put this on top, this fill over like this, and actually if I do it like this it won't work because of the direction. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't work like this. I need to actually create 2 groups. So instead of doing like this, I can just go back, and the shape was here, and I have to put the shape over here. Oh yeah, if I just put it down beside before the fill, it works. Yeah, this way it will work. Let me just check if everything is fine. Yeah, it's fine. It works like this. You just have to put it down. It's the first thing, the shape. I'll call it head background. You just have to work with the orders of the animations. So we already have our head done, and okay, it's looking good. So now we'll draw. Let me put this up. We'll draw the spider. Okay, so the spider will be just one line, similar to the one that I did the drops on the lamps on the other session, but actually I don't want to close this. One thing you need to do is, okay, I don't want to draw anymore. I want to pick up that one and really tight there. Okay, I don't want them to drop and this thing could fall. I want them to just go over there, and the little legs might want to move. So for the legs and for the shape, now as you can see here, it has this body shape, so I'll draw from there to there, and I'll make this head of the spider. Okay, to the body over there. Just tweak this a little bit. Okay, this is the body of the spider. And for the legs, I'll just use, similar to what we did for the grass, we use those. So contents, I'll make a stroke from like this in here, like something like that. So this shape will have the leg over there, and I'll select another one and do it the same. Okay, select again, what we'll do is use the taper on the stroke over there, so that we have all the legs larger at near the body and thinner at the end. Okay, so we have our 8 legs, and what we'll do, we'll expand, we'll call these legs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. We'll group these shapes. We'll call them legs. This is body, and this is web. Okay, so now we have this all separated. We have to work on those legs. As you can see here, we don't have, my shape doesn't have anything. So we'll add some stroke. And on the stroke, I'll use black. I'll use a little longer and go to the taper and start length. No, it's fine. The end length is smaller. Okay, like this. But the start width, no, the end width is not too thin. So we can work with that. Okay, so we have our little legs. And for the body, we'll just use the fill. The fill will be black. And for the web, we'll use the stroke. Maybe 2, maybe 3, black. Okay, I think our spider is done, as you can see here. Let's look how many spiders do we have. And before I'll just name this spider, and this one is pumpkin grass 1, grass 2, and grass background. Okay, so we're almost there. Okay, let's look. We have 3 spiders, so we'll do the animation on one first, and then we'll just repeat the spider over there. So let's animate this spider. Let's start by doing that, and then we'll work on animating that. So as the spider is coming down, we can actually just move the position from here, like 2 seconds coming down, and we'll just pull it up. If we have this animation like this, okay, we have to turn off the grass or else this is going to be really slow. Okay, so what we want to use, maybe we want to use the speed. Here we'll go to the graph, and the speed will be something like, okay, it will come down. Actually, we could have, let me see if we can create something like, no. We'll make it jump a little bit. Okay, so the memory is really full. Let me check the other graph. The grass is killing me. It's too high. Oh, we'll separate dimensions because this will be easier like this. I'll just want to use this ones. To change to this. Okay, so it will do like that, and we'll break this curve. We don't need this point actually. We'll make it like that. me just sometimes you need to purge all memory in this cache because it might be 41 gigs. I already delete this for this animation because the animations will fill up your hard drive easily. Okay, it's too slow. The little jump. Yeah, still too slow. Actually, spiders don't do this. I don't believe they jump that like that, so I'll just move a little bit like this. Make it smoother. Maybe smoother will be better. Alright, just a little jump. And now we'll work with the legs. So, if we work with the legs, what we can do. Okay, so we have our legs and we have this transform for the legs. And if we rotate them, no, why doesn't it work? Nothing. Okay, so here's the scale, the position, and if we want to rotate each, let me think. Okay, we cannot do from. If we want to use individual, we actually have to transform individual, and we have to look at the anchor point that it's. Where is it? Okay, it's over there. So I'll grab the anchor point. God damn it. Where did I leave it? Okay, I'll put it here in the beginning of the body. Let me check if it rotates well. Okay, as you can see now, it's rotating like this. You have to do that in each shape. All of the points are there. Put it on somewhere you'll see it well. Then put it at the beginning. Same thing. Each leg, I need to fix this. That's why sometimes we draw everything instead of drawing here. We'll just draw in the middle of the composition because that way the anchor points will be every time in the middle. It will be easier to do this. But as we are drawing on top of something, we have to see it over there. Okay. So if you hear, okay. Over there, just one leg left. Actually, I have one more stroke. Which one is this? I have another stroke. Oh, this is a stroke, not the shape. I was reading stroke instead of shape. Okay, so now we need to transform each of these. So I'll go to the rotation. I'll click the rotation on that one. And what I'll do to make it easier, and I'll go to transform rotation. I'll just give a keyframe on each at this point. 9, 8, transform rotation. Transform rotation. Okay, I could have linked, for example, to a null object. That way we could transform some of them all together. This is a stroke. Not here. Okay, you have animation. Shape 4, okay. Shape 3, okay. And this is a stroke. Okay, the one thing now we could use is press U key. And now you have all the rotations all together. And we could work like that. So let's say that the spider once is coming down. As you move the legs, if you want to move the legs as it's coming down, here you can see that they we want to rotate. Let's create keyframes on all of these. Okay, and okay, from here we'll rotate a little. Let's grab the first ones, the ones that we're looking at. Not this one, this one. I'll just put it back a little bit. Put it back, put it back. I'll put each one back. And you can see some movement, but on this side, you don't want to rotate to that side, okay? So they are all rotating. That's why we could use something like a null object. Even the rotation would be individual. You have to make something like individual. And for example, here I would have rotation on this one. Like this, and that, and that. Okay, like this. So it will move. Well, actually on this part, I need to rotate more to the back. Okay, like this. You have full back, and here is the middle. These ones I'm going to delete, so that I have 2 points. I have here, I have all the way to the front, and I need all at 0. So actually on these ones I'll just put 0. And to make them look like they're walking, they're not moving all at the same point. If you're walking like a spider, they have to be moving. Okay, this one will start first, then this one, then this one like this, and this one like this. I don't know if it's this much. No, because they'll cross each other, so it won't have, can't be this much. Okay, and they're crossing because I didn't put the correct ones. So these two, actually this one goes back, the other one goes to the back, so it's not like this. This one has to go to the front, and this one goes to the back. Okay, but once this is coming forward, that one has to come here. This is getting really weird. But this is what animation, I would have to look at a spider walking just to put this better, but I'll try not to put some legs over the other. And actually, so to do that, this one actually needs to go back, because once the other one goes back, yeah, it's like two at the same time, and these two at the same time. Maybe like this. Okay, it kind of works. Actually, this one has to go a little over there. And they're not meant to be crossing with each other. Actually, the rotation of that one, which one is it? It's this one. It's going way too back at this point. I'll just put it like this. Okay. So as you can see here, now the legs are moving like that, so we can repeat all of this animation. Let's repeat. Like this. Now I can delete all these 4 ones and just press here and paste. Nope, not paste. Copy paste. Paste. Is it? Okay, let's see. This is a weird animation, but it's already running out of memory. Okay, this is not gonna be an easy one. Let me turn that off. It is walking down. Okay. Let's condense this. And Alt. With Alt you can scale everything. Let's finish right about here so that you'll be stopped. Or we could, let me check if this works. Yeah, the memory doesn't work as well. Let me just clean that up. With the memory of the computer, now it's a lot of stuff. Okay, this way it keeps moving. What we could do is just copy this, and once it's stopped, we'll paste, but we'll put it moving smoother and slower. So it's kind of walking down and then it slows down. Memory is getting full again with the recording and the streaming. And all of this is getting way heavier. That's why there's a Mac Studio over there. So you can buy me a coffee and I'll buy the Mac Studio for these animations. Alright, so yeah, it's fine. What we need to do now is to do the same for the other legs. But if we copy all of these keyframes, the rotation, it's at the other side, so we cannot actually copy these to the other side. We just need to do it everything by hand again. I know it's too much of an animation just to make the spider walk a little bit, but okay. So we'll do one keyframe that they're going all the way to the back, all the way to the back, all the way to the back, and we'll do other keyframe that it's all the way to the front. Like this, and in the middle we'll put it at 0. So 0, 0. Well, it's actually at 0 already. So Okay. So we have the movement. Now we'll try to keep the movement as the same as the others. So these three I'll delete. I'll push this over here just to look at the same timing. So this keyframe at this point over here, we have our point, this one, and that one actually needs to be this, the one in the front. This one goes back there. So then here it's the 0, and then it's the one in the back. So this is the repetition. So this way actually no. Okay, so this keyframe was over there. This keyframe, it's all the way to the back, and this one is all the way to the front. Okay, so there's not a 0. Okay, this one is all the way to the back. This one is to the front, and this one I don't want it. I want to copy this one, but the order is wrong. So this is here. This is actually here, and that one is at the middle. Okay. Like this. Actually, I just need to copy these two. You can see that the timing, it's not the same. Okay, now it's opening, it's closing, and at this point, actually I repeated something. This is not all regular. It's going to be not easy. At this point, it's at front. At this point, it will be open. If I need to look to the spider, nope, it's this one. Actually, I think it will be easier just for me to do it like this, and at the keyframes, just work it out. Okay, so goes back, goes here. The same thing for the others. So at this point, this leg here is at the front. So this leg here is at the front. Now at the same point, I don't know how I repeated this, but I didn't make the repetition well. It could be done a little easier, but it's fine. Now we are ready. Sometimes we need to work on these animations from other viewpoints, because sometimes we make some mistakes as we are building up the animation. If we think of the animation all together, we could have worked with that before the both legs at the same time. As you can see here, there's some issues with the legs over there. Okay. Actually, this is the repeating. This one I don't want. Okay. So if we put it like this, the legs, both of front legs are moving like that, and the others are to the other side. Again, I'll go back here, and for this other leg, this one, it's at the same point. Over here, it has to go all the way up. I can copy the three of them now. Let me check. Yeah, this is the repetition, okay. Yep. Okay, now I found out the repetition. Okay. So now it's moving, and for the last leg, it's at this point. It's this one, and we have to work with that one here. Next point here, and the next point, it's over outside. Okay, so now we can repeat all these three ones. And they're not fitting well. Okay, I think our spider is done. Okay, and then it slows it down. So what I'll do now, because there are so many keyframes over here, I'll just delete all of these from the front, and I'll just compress all of these together. I'll paste it here and grab an Alt key so that it could keep moving up until the end, just slowly. Well, maybe that's too slow. All right. Actually, we could work with that, bringing back, because once it stops here, I want to break that movement as fast, the fast movement. So it will be something like this. Once it stops, it's done over there. Okay, we'll put down our animation. We'll copy all of these again. Wow, memory is getting full like crazy. And we'll make a repetition here. Well, actually, it's not that one. It's from here to there to here. Copy and here. Okay. Until we have 10 seconds of composition, we'll make the composition smaller. Composition settings. We'll remove some timing. Instead of being 15, we'll make it 10. Okay, now we have animation for the spider. Okay, it's fine. And it's moving along. So we have spider number 1. We'll do spider number 2. And the spider number 2 will be over at that point over there. Okay, so we have 2 spiders. This one I'll just drag a little later. Okay, so we have both spiders. It's the memory, but it still goes down over there. Oh, well, actually I made some movements with the position here. Okay, I have a new keyframe, and what I need to do is just move on the X position. Okay, so you can see that one is a little lower, so I'll grab the anchor point and put it lower. But the one thing is, now my web over there doesn't go all the way up to there, so I'll just drag a little more. Okay, that's fine. Now I have both spiders, and I need a third one. Position. This one is going over here, and the anchor point actually goes up. Guess this one will go over there. Okay, this one comes even later. This one comes later a little bit, and this one comes even later. So this way we have 3 spiders coming down and one at each time. Okay, so the spiders was a lot of work. Let's hope that the bat will be easier. Doesn't have so many parts, so I think it will be easier. Let's draw this. So here we have Batman. Hello, Gonçalo Carvalho. Okay, so we are doing the wings. As I said before, if I do it like this, one issue is I want to do my animation. So if I'm doing all the wings like this, my animation won't work. So I have to go back to this point, and what I'll do up until here, and as the wings I'll do something like around here being curved, so that this way we can work with only one wing. Actually, that I don't need that point. Okay, go back to this point over here, and that one, and one over there, and close. Okay, I have one wing. If I select the layer, I'll just create the other wing, something like similar. Okay. Like this, and close. This way we have 2 wings over here separately. And what we'll do is we'll grab both wings. If we go to the anchor point of this shape, we have our transformation. So we need the anchor point. Let's grab the anchor point of that. Our shape 2, its anchor point is over there. We'll put it over here. So that, and the same for the shape 1. Anchor point is over there. Put it over there. Okay. Actually, the shape layer is also there. Where is it, the anchor point? Okay. Over there also. The small anchor point. You have to select the shape, or else you're not selecting each anchor point. And now if you rotate these shapes, they'll do something like this. So it will be something like this. So if it is something like this, we need to work with the body so that this part doesn't come off. So that point over there I need to remove from here, maybe put inside the body more, and this one also, so that when they rotate, they're only inside the body, like this. Okay, and we still have our body, but we still need to draw our body. Shape layer, I'll draw the body something around like here, here, here. And we'll go to that corner also. And close it. This way, the wing, this is the body. This is wing left. No, this is not the left one. This is the right one. Right. Wing left. And here we can use the rotation. It will be somewhere inside that body. So let's look at its movement. So we'll just use a fill for everything. A fill, not inside this, inside that. We'll use a fill, we'll put it at green. So yeah, you can see how it works. And we have our wing, rotation, and it goes like this. And for the other also. Actually the point should be a little higher. I don't know if it's going to be an issue or not. Maybe if we change the anchor point of those. Let me see. I'll grab the anchor point and I'll put it here in this corner. And for the wing left, I'll put it at that corner. Let me check with the rotation. I don't know, maybe in the middle. Yeah, okay, in the middle works. Put it in the middle over there. Yeah. Okay, and for the animation, what we'll do is rotation, and on the wing left also rotation. And we'll do rotation over here and rotation over here. One thing we need to do about these wings, press U, I have this, is keeping everything smooth. What I mean by that is, once you're rotating all of this, and we keep, let's see the speed of that. Yeah, we'll make it faster. Okay. And now if we copy paste, as you as you can see, it's too harsh, the animation. So if we go to the curves and select rotation and rotation, select all of that, and we put it auto Bezier, so it will be smoother. As you saw, it's smoother. Okay, we could even do this and that. Okay, now they're not at the same pace. I'll just repeat everything. Okay, I don't know what happened. Why wasn't both of them? Okay, now they're all smooth. Okay, so we'll copy. Okay. So it's pretty smooth animation. What I need to do is put it black. The fill, I'll put it black. And this is the final position. Actually, now we need to grab all of the points and we'll do it, all of the keyframes, and we'll move it because this is the last position of the image and the first. So it's flying down here, but now what we'll do is work with the position and scale. This is the last position, and over here it will be the position of the bat will be over here. The scale will be smaller, like it's flying here. You can work with the curves directly over here on that side, and we'll put it coming from even smaller from in the background over here. So the animation of that will be something like, let me turn all of the other things off. Okay. Maybe we can rotate it also. So we'll press rotate also. Here it's going to rotate a little bit, and here again to the other side. Actually on this one it's not this side, it's this side. So it will rotate and fly something like that, and okay, looks good. So our memory and everything's getting really full. Let's put this other bat, this second one. I'll make a copy. And the position, let's work with position, scale, and rotation. And the position will be over there. Rotation, it's around here. We'll work with the keyframes of the animation so that it will, the wings over like that. Also the scale is over there. And we'll scale it down a little bit. And the animation at these points, this one will be, I don't know, maybe from down here and then from up there. Drag this animation over there. So it's flying over there and stops there. Okay. Okay, it's nice. We'll still gonna have the grass and everything all together. We're going to have all the grass. We need to turn that off, and we already have so much movement. Now for the pumpkin, we'll just make it laugh all the way. So I have our teeth. Let's start with the mouth. Okay, so the path is going to have the animation over here, and we'll make it not this point. We'll close the mouth. Okay, if we do it like this, if we put it fast and we open, okay, it's not like this. Imagine if we're opening, now it closes a little more. Actually, need to close just a little bit and goes back again to that. And I'll copy just 2 of these, and then I'll make the loop. So it's kind of laughing. Those ones need to go faster. Yeah, just a little, one more. Okay, now I have to condense all of these. Okay, come on computer. Okay, so I'll keep one more here, and I'll copy all of these. No, actually the first one is open, right? So yeah, so I can copy instead of like this. So it will laugh, it will stop, it will laugh again, and at the same time we'll close the eyes, so the eyes will blink. And oh, one thing I forgot, it's the movement of the teeth. So the top ones don't move, but the bottom one needs to be moving. So this one will go to the position, and at the beginning keyframe here, it will be, oh, actually not here. Let me zoom this. Over here, it will be over there, like this, and here it goes back. Here moves also a little bit. Yeah, like this, and then yeah, the keyframing, you have to be careful with the keyframes so that the movement is at the same point. Actually, when you're using the Alt key, one issue is that once you're now repeating, you might not repeat at the same time. Okay, so it's something around this, this, and this. So you might need to change the timings, as you can see, because of the using the Alt key, because we compressed. Now it's not at perfect framing. Yeah, but it's fine. It works. Kind of works. The movement. So, okay, we're done with that. Okay, we'll laugh a little later, again and again. Yeah, it's nice. And for the blinking of the eyes, this is really fast, so the path will be to be something like, I don't know, let's say here, around here. This is the path of the eye, and on like 2 frames after, like that. This point also closes, okay, and like this. So it's a fast blink, and we'll do the same for the right one, or the left one, at the same timing, so that when we copy, it will be exactly the same. So here I can just close also this eye. Now keyframe over there. Okay. So now I have my blinking, and I can blink like this, this. Okay. So it's kind of, come on. Okay, cool. So it's almost done. What we need to still do, we have some, let me turn all of this off, turn this on. Let's put it on top. We have the Happy Halloween, and also we have these blur lines over here, these bubbles. What we could use for this, let me just go create layer, new solid. I'll pick the color around darker. Well, actually, yeah, that's fine. And I'll go to, because this is already heavy, so I'll use particle playground, particle systems. Okay. And if you press play, this is a lot, and I'm going to create from that corner. And I'll use the producer longevity. I'll use a lot of longevity, but the burst rate I'll use 0.1. So it's only like that. The velocity, I'll drag it down, way down, and the gravity also like that. I'll use the particle, I use a bubble. And maybe not a faded bubble. Yeah, no, these spheres are better. Like that. And the direction, I'll put the direction over there. Some resistance. And the velocity, I'll increase a little bit. Yeah. Let's work with the coloring. So darker color and lighter color over there. Maybe we can even actually make it a little lighter. Okay. Actually, it's the other way around. This one is the lighter one, and that is the darker one. And we'll put add. So this will add to the colors over there. We'll increase the size. Yeah, it kind of works. Well, the add, it's too harsh. I'll use screen. And we'll put longevity also. A lot of framing, so that they'll live a lot. And this velocity, yeah, okay. Maybe put them even bigger. Okay, the gravity 0.05. Yeah, it's nice. And this will mode multiply. No, yeah, multiply. I think it works. Not multiply. Let me color dodge. Nope. Color burn. Yeah, color burn doesn't work. If I use add, maybe add with some opacity. Yep, this works fine. Now all I need to do is copy this particle system again. Actually, I need to put another one and paste it here. Now I have two, but the producer will be around this side. Oh, I cannot do it like that. I have to actually duplicate this one, and on this one the producer will be on this corner. Okay, I think we have it. Oh, forgot about the text. Just to finish up, let's work with the text. Okay, we'll press happy. Where is the text? So the text is not black. Whoa. It's way too big. Black. And some scary font. This is not scary. It's scary. It's scary, but it's scary awful. Not scary. Like that. I don't think I have some font here that it's scary. This is nothing but scary. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one is fine. Comic Kings. And we'll put a different font like that. Happy. And we'll make a copy. Halloween. Around here, we'll drag this like this. Okay, and that happy, I'll make it. That happy one, I'll make it smaller. There. Okay, instead of using that font, and I'll just use some just to finish up, because we are at timing to finish up. We'll use some animation presets. We'll right about here, we'll start to animate something in, and let's say lights and opticals, curves, scaling, tracking, paths, multi-line, well, fly in, 3D text down. Okay, let's see how this works. Actually, this could have worked, but the other way around. So it's not here, it's the other one. It's here, and it comes from down. So it's moving that. Okay, it's fine. And for that one, I'll use the rain down. Ooh. Okay, not that much. Not that much fun. Nope. Fluttering from left, basic, rotate and cascade. Yeah, we don't want basic, we want to fly in, scramble, spiral down, something like crazy. Ooh, this is the one. Okay, we have our happy, and from here, like that. So it comes down and does like this. Okay. So let's turn off that one layer, turn on all the other layers. One thing we can still do in the orange background over here is turn it to 3D and put some light. Layer, new, light. A point light. Okay, it's fine. Just to make it that, as we've done before for those lightings. Well, actually, then it doesn't work on the layer, so no can do, no point light. I'll just make a gradient ramp for this, and I'll press on the dark, and I'll press on the light, and we'll make it radial and swap colors, and the middle here and the one outside. Okay. Now that this thing is not, the particles is not doing the things that I would like to see. Yeah, burn is not doing screen lighting. Okay, lighting is good. It's not that harsh. Yep. And we'll put the grass on top. So where's the grass? Actually, these ones, I'll put it in the back, behind the grass. Yeah, this is the way. Okay, now we have to render all of this. Let's render all. Okay, render carrier. Okay, render all. As you can see, it's already way heavy. And memory, it's going crazy. One thing you can do with this, all these animations that I'm working like this, sometimes some of the students that I usually teach are asking where they can do work and where can they find work. And this is one way of getting some portfolio. So this way, these animations that I'm creating here, just for fun and just teaching how it is. But if you just grab an image, work on the animation, and then you'll have something at your portfolio. It doesn't mean that it's just showing your skills on how to animate something. So you can show the image and what you do with the animation. And that's one way of showing what you are capable of. So as you can see, this is taking a while. My M1 MacBook is, not MacBook, Mac Mini, is pushing as hard as it can, and even streaming. We already lost music. Why is that? Let's put some more music over here for the background. I don't know how long. This takes about 2 hours of music, so that's probably why. Okay. Yeah, this is taking a while with all the animations, especially on the grass. The wiggle is taking, it's really heavy on that. The particles, it's not, the particle system is not too harsh because it's just bubbles. If you were replacing or creating more like a layer explosion with the other particle system, it would be heavier. But this kind of works. Actually, the background of the pumpkin with the color, because I put the gradient ramp on the background, it looks like it's lighter, so it looks like as a candle lawn. I could have created something of an animation inside of the coloring with that also. But we have our bats coming along. The spider's already at the screen. Yeah, it's going crazy with the rendering. Rendering time, it says 1 minute and 25 seconds. I don't believe that's correct, but hope you enjoyed this live. This live stream is almost noon and a half. Give a thumbs up on those lives and on those videos where you're watching this. It's almost done. Good thing we only made it 10 seconds. If we made it 15, it would be even longer, but it's just a small animation so that you can create for your Halloweens. If you work on something for the Halloween, just send me through Instagram your animation. Okay, we're almost done. 9 seconds. Almost at the end. Okay. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here it is. Happy Halloween. Alright, cool. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and maybe you work on your animations and create something with the Halloween. Just let me know, and if you enjoyed, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you next Tuesday on the live streams. See you then.